Hello. Lisa here with White Wolf Tarot. I just wanted to officially introduce myself and show myself, present myself, if you will. Not a lot of my videos will be face videos, like it's just distracting to me. Um, it's just distracting to me. I'm not really a on-camera kind of gal. I'm very camera shy. But I have a lot to say and a lot to share with you. And I have to, like I have to like suck it up, put on my big girl panties and buckle up. There's a lot to share. I've been curious as to what I'm going to start with. Like I've put out a few videos, energy that I've been picking up, but I want to share a little bit of the background of why I chose the name White Wolf Tarot. And we're just going to start with that. Probably in 2018, maybe the end of 2017, but I believe it was 2018 that I got a very, very specific message in the area of hardship. And the white wolf kept coming up, like energetically, in pictures, movies, everywhere around me was like a white wolf, not just any wolf, but a white wolf. And so me being me and all about synchronicities and all about the divine showing us and giving us messages through our surroundings every single day. And we miss that, by the way. Like a lot of us just miss the point of synchronicities. And it's nothing against anybody. I'm not laughing at anybody. I'm in that boat. The white wolf did not miss me. I got it. I just did not know at the time the severity that would entail. Like it entailed a lot. And so I looked up the white wolf at that time. I could probably look it up today and it would give me something different, but at that time, or similar, but the message was very specific at that time that the white wolf is a lone ranger. It's as to where normally wolves run in a pack and run together. The white wolf is a loner wolf, and the white wolf is the wolf that is like, while other beings or animals are seeking shelter under the storms or thunder or like major storm cycles, the white wolf is in it. Like the white wolf thrives in getting out into that crazy and being a part of the storm rather than seeking shelter from it. And so I've had to learn that, by the way. I've had to find peace in the storm rather than becoming the storm. I had to learn to be the light and not the storm in this process. I've had my moments. I'm a human being. I'm an earth angel is what I would consider. Is what I would actually say. I believe there are a lot of us out here, earth angels, light seekers, light seers, truth sharers, that are ignoring our gifts or not taking them seriously enough because maybe someone or someone's, like plural, have led us to believe that we're not who we think we are. And I'm really sorry about that, because I know that in my journey, in my path, it has been an adventure to actually come to myself and come to a realization of what I'm created for and like. And I never claimed to be psychic. I never claimed to be a psychic, although I mean, let's face it, if you have any kind of clairvoyance, any kind of claircognizance, any kind of clear knowing, clairaudient, if you are able to hear and feel and see things from the divine that other people just don't see or they don't hear, and again, nothing against them. It's just, it's something against you if you're not going to acknowledge. So light comes in, if you're not going to acknowledge the light that you are. Like, people need your light. I know people need my light, and I have been disregarding my own gifts just because I've been in this darkness. This white wolf energy I feel like I have been seeking shelter rather than facing the storm. And so this is me presenting myself to let you know that I am now here facing the storm, and I'm in it. I am in it. There are so many shenanigans revolving my story, and we're not going to get into that today, but I do want to introduce myself, and genuine, this is a lot for me. This is a lot for me to actually sit here in front of a camera, and record myself. Who I have no idea who's going to pick this up. I've said it before. I attract all kinds. And I probably should stop saying that because I've attracted all kinds, which is why I'm seriously guarded. My walls are high as hell. My goodness. But I've had to. And back to the story of the wolf. In that message, very specific message again, I was advised, I was told by Spirit that I was going to go through a struggle, like a struggle. It is a struggle to be the white wolf energy, a lone journey, the dark night of the soul, if you will. I'm going to go ahead and connect it to that dark night of the soul. There was an awakening that had already happened for me in 2011, 2010. I got divorced in 2014, but I was separated in 2012. And we're not going to get into all of that, but I know that even then, family members called me crazy, considered me crazy, wishy-washy, head up in the clouds, not realistic. And so I was disregarded. I was set aside as like cuckoo. Though at the same time, certain members of the family prided themselves in being a witch, like that was okay. Being a light seer, a knower, a numerologist of some sort, like that was cray-cray. There was a specific message about the sun just being too bright. Like the sun is always too bright for me. I'm hot all the time. Like I run on my own heater and I'm hot all the time. So I love you, sun. I do love the sun. But to be under its glare, not so much. I understand that I need to see the sun a lot more than I have over the last several years, and that's something that I'm coming to awareness now. Again, you need that vitamin D, but the message on a spiritual level was very specific. It was very specific, speaking on a lot was going to be hidden under the moon. The moon and I used to have such a love relationship. Like I was in love with the moon. It's all I ever spoke about. And it was very real. This, I don't want to say relationship, but this connection that I had with the moon, and its energy. And then I learned more about the moon, and its secrets and the secrets that it holds. And then life happened, and a lot of bad things happened under the light of the full moon for me over the last several years, since that message in 2018. A lot. Death, I lost friends, my separation, divorce, all of that, like a lot of strife under that full moon energy, or just moon energy. And so I think I started to resent the moon and just distanced myself from anything that had to do with the moon. I certainly did not romanticize it anymore, if I ever did. But so the sun and the moon became, I don't want to say my enemies. Had I taken the message to heart in a different way, I would have worked with it in a different way. But instead, I shut the door to the moon, and I hid from the sun. Like it was too bright. Get away from me. And when it's like a solar eclipse, like when it's just too much, when it's just like if you glare at it, if you stare at it, it can harm you, kind of thing. Like it was too bright. Now I have come full circle, if you will, and I have chosen to name my channel White Wolf Tarot, and any other channel or platform I might have, White Wolf Tarot, 1018, and those numbers are very specific to my journey. So there's a reason why 1018 is very specific in its name. But I get it even more so now. This length of journey of this dark night of the soul. I don't know that it needed to be so long, but those are the things that were hidden under the moon and its secrets. There's a lot of other players in this field who I want to call wolves that run in a pack. Not good wolves, not nice wolves. They run in a pack covering each other's asses, and they were fooling around with moon magic and dark magic and things, and so affecting my life in ways that I had no idea could even exist. I was sitting blind and stupid. And I don't want to be harsh on myself. I've had a lot to forgive about things that I've come to awareness about now. And I am in awareness. So there is no backtracking now. There's no going back. Hello, moon. Hello, sun. I am present. And so I just wanted to talk about, like why I chose White Wolf Tarot. And in cases, this is my only platform when it comes to like YouTube. I've started TikTok, but like I'm so not a TikTok-y person at all. Not even to go check out TikTok. Like I don't care. But I did start an account that is White Wolf Tarot 1018 on TikTok as well. So I will eventually start producing videos, but you have to have so many friends and that kind of thing. Like I'm so new to all this crap. Like I really don't care. I just want to share a message. I just have something to say, things to say, and not just to speak. Not just to speak. Like I have been guided to do this, like to be a sharer of information. And because I attract all kinds, I will attract those that are brand new on this journey, brand spanking new to awakening. And then I will attract those that have been on this journey for a long time. And once I start speaking freely about the things that have been transpiring in my life since this journey officially began, I'm going to come across and encounter people who have been on this journey and experienced the same things, if not similar, that I've been going through. And because of it, this is why I'm presenting myself. Like I need to make sure that you know that I am present, even when you don't see my face, even when you're just seeing my hands or shuffling or that kind of thing. It is very important for me that you know that I mean this from the heart. And I'm finally taking it to heart. Like I'm taking these messages seriously when there is so much going on in the world right now. We need the light. We need all the light seers and light seekers and truth tellers to step the fuck up, okay? And by the way, I do cuss. You're gonna have to forgive me for that because it just comes out of my mouth. But yes, so Lisa, White Wolf Tarot. And the discussions that come on this channel will vary. Even twin flame energy will come through. It seems to be a thing where it's it's just I am guided to those that are actually in a twin flame dynamic. And I really don't like the twin flame word anymore, like the name, soul mate, counterpart, all that crap. I don't even know what to name it. I just know that for some of us, there's a very specific dynamic between us and another person that either sets off this journey. Well, actually, most specifically sets off the journey, starts the journey, and it allows us to awaken on some sort level. Some of us take it and romanticize the shit out of it, and that's just something that we shouldn't be doing. That's not what twin flame is about at all. If there is romance between you and your beloved, awesome. I'm not knocking that, but that's not what this is about. It's not, pardon me, I'm sorry. It's not about romance. It's not about meeting your other perfect half and then you're going to live happily ever after. It's not a fairy tale. It's not a fairy tale at all. You have a job to do. You have work to do. Both of you have work to do, separately and together, which is why there is a separation. And until you get yourself together and aligned just right, you're going to keep pining for each other or running away from each other. One's going to be chasing, one's going to be running. One's going to shut the door and say, you know what, F this, I'm so over this crap. Speaking by experience, I guess, I did shut the door a while back, and it wasn't, any kind of animosity towards my beloved. It was just a lot of the noise in between. Throat chakra blockage here. A lot of the noise in between, a lot of the naysayers and the haters just not wanting a union to happen. And so there will be things that will be talked about when it comes to twin flame dynamics. There's going to be a lot of talk about numerology, and numerology connected to archangels. Love me some archangels. Love to talk about archangels. So that's going to come up a lot. Ascended masters. Those who have passed on, who have lived on this plane, on this earthly plane, and then ascended. We will be talking about them as well. We will be talking about mediumship. Those family members or friends who we've taken on as family, who have passed on, who absolutely care about us. Not everybody passed on cares about us. Please understand that. So this is like 5D and above energy. I speak on a spiritual level when I speak on anything. I don't ever allow 3D nonsense to come through, because it does try, And this is where people get really confused in their readings and their channelings and their throat chakra blockage. There's a lot of spells and rituals out there that people are using against each other. Well, the adversary, if you are on a godly journey, and I say God, spirit, universe, I'm not a religious person anymore. I've gone through just about every religion there is. I'm not a religious person anymore, but I'm very godly. God is close. I keep God close. I don't consider myself a witch. I have nothing against witches at all, unless you're demonic, unless you're a dark witch and you're out there disrupting lives. I have a problem with you. We're going to talk about that a lot, because it very much exists. The shadow side of the world is very much in existence, and we can't run away from it. We're seeing it. Holly weird is fuck, dude, and that is just some crazy shit going on. We're going to talk about that. So, there's just a lot to discuss, and I can't keep silent anymore, and I can't stay away from that which makes me uncomfortable. The topics themselves don't make me uncomfortable. Just this makes me uncomfortable. I'd rather a podcast somewhere where I don't have to be seen and I can just talk. But I understand that right now that's not the case. So we're gonna leave it where it is. We're gonna work with what we have, and I always have learned to work with what I have, and that's something that I'm proud of. When somebody tries to eliminate pretty much your livelihood and take anything that has any kind of relevance away from you, because they want you desperate, homeless, dead. It is up to you to decide your worth. It is up to you to decide how worthy you are of God's love. Nobody can take that away from you. That's between you and God. It's a very, very individual relationship. It's not anybody else's, and it's nobody else's to take away from you. This whole destiny swapping nonsense, I had to learn about that. It is a real thing. It is a real thing. And I can only say that because a lot of what we are going to talk about is, I haven't been force-fed anything. I have had to experience some shit, all in confusion, not knowing what the hell was going on in my life, to come to my truth, and the truth of what is going on around me. So I'm getting a phone call to my daughter, and I love her so much, so I gotta go. But introduction. What's up? Please come back. We got lots to talk about. Mwah. P.S. Be the light, not the storm. Please.